When starting a business, you must ask yourself innumerable questions like where, when, how, and you must plan your startup considering your environment and options. In this video, we will look into the difficulties and challenges of starting a business in India. Before diving into the problems we might face, we must ask ourselves, what is India? India, officially the Republic of India, is a country in South Asia. It is the 7th largest country by area, the 2nd most populated country, and the most populated democracy in the world. It holds one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Taj Mahal, and one of the oldest civilizations. Currently, India is going through a period of unprecedented economic liberation, opening its vast consumer base to international firms. However, it is a notoriously difficult place to do business, and having local help on board is the key to unlocking the country's vast economic potential. We have identified 4 major challenges an entrepreneur will face when starting a business in India: understanding the Indian culture, dealing with labor and workers, facing legalities, and the country's corruption. Understanding India's culture is key for business. India is a multicultural country with rich and diverse cultural traditions that affect all aspects of life and work. There are 2 key necessities: the need to build long-term relationships and to understand the collectivism and individualism of the country. In India, relationships are critical for doing business. Indians place a great amount of value on cultivating relationships and mutual trust with the people they do business. Making small talk with your business contacts and socializing when there is an opportunity is key. Rushing straight to business can be perceived as rude, while in Britain, for example, people tend to focus only on business at the workplace. Understanding its collectivism and individualism. Collectivistic traits are strongly pronounced in Indian society. Indians prioritize group goals over individual goals. This means that business tasks tend to be done in a group instead of individually. Individual desires and goals tend to be suppressed for the good of the group, while British society is highly private and individualistic. People tend to strive for personal goals and success. Having a good understanding of the underlying values and beliefs of the local culture and how they can affect the workplace is crucial to the success of your business. When it comes to hiring a working force for your company in India, you must consider there tends to be low productivity. There are too many unions who claim to represent the workers' interests, which moves the focus away from production to protests, lowering productivity. Also, we must consider India is a secular country. All religious beliefs are respected, so there are way too many religious holidays throughout the year. As a result, the number of working days in a year is significantly lower. Due to the lack of higher education, there is a shortage of skilled and semi-skilled manpower in the service sector. Another significant challenge of doing business in India revolves around the issue of corruption and bribery. In India, corruption is often cited as a barrier to the effective development of the private sector. Facilitation payments, are also known as speedy money, are a common practice in India for obtaining licenses, permits, approvals from government departments and agencies. Many foreign entrepreneurs are told that they would need to use a commercial agent's services upon entering the Indian market, and that they are expected to pay a commission of 10% of their contract value. Corruption has also spawned a business of consultants, whose only activity is to mediate between the corrupt officials and those seeking favors from them. Some entrepreneurs use them to secure financing from banks, get approvals from construction, and for periodic submissions regarding the labor laws, taxes, and industrial approvals. Overall, it can be concluded that corruption has a detrimental effect on business activity. Also, the cost of starting a business in India is astronomical, and the procedures involved can be very challenging without local knowledge. There are 12 procedures to complete in the initial setup of a business, costing 49.8% of income per capita. It also takes almost a month to complete the task. Also, construction permits are a really costly pursuit, involving 34 procedures and an average of 196 days. In the UK, for example, even for the fullest complicated projects, you can expect a decision within 5 weeks, or 2 months. Furthermore, businesses operating in India are required to make 33 tax payments a year. take in 343 hours worth of attention. In England, on the other hand, the current tax rate stands at 19%. If your business is insolvent, it takes 4.3 years for it to be resolved, far longer than the South Asian and OECD average. In a nutshell, India is a great country with an impressive cultural background and civilization. The beauty of the landscapes and architecture is outstanding, and its acceptance for all religious beliefs should be generalized all over the world. Nevertheless, when it comes to starting a business in India, there are many challenges one must face, and preparing properly is needed if they intend to reach corporate success.